Judy, this is what a lot of hives look like when they're very populated, very healthy going into a late summer for me, into winter. I don't worry about swarming. They could swarm this time of the year, but it's kind of rare. But these are washboarding because it's so hot. They send a lot of them out just to hang out on the porch and let us cool this inside here. Some of them are fanning wings on the bottom to pull air out. And then they're gathering outside on the top cover, which is on the front and the back. I think they're on the back as well. So underneath the top cover.
Nope.
Oh, not today?
Not
okay.
today.
When I inspected them, I did a mite wash on this one. Alcohol tests, and they had 0 mites out of 300 bees. 0 with no treatments all year. That was incredible. But if you look at this hive next to it, it doesn't look that way at all. But put together at the same time.
And even just a little less than the 2 next to it.
Yep. This hive here is same configuration, 2 deeps and a super, but we don't see the extraordinary amount of bees out front. So some people might say, Judy, that, wow, this hive isn't doing good, and that one's great. That's not true. That one, Superman. that one is insane, okay? So they just went crazy. This is typical. This is really, really good right here. But because we've seen exceptionally awesome, they're overpopulated, we think all should be that way. This one definitely looks smaller to me, judging by the entrance.
Yep, the come and go.
So I'd like to open it up and for us to evaluate if it really is a problem.
So from the entrance, I like to see if I see they're bringing anything back and the activity, which I think I have seen some.
They are coming and going, aren't they?
They're coming and going.
They're not bad, yeah.
And I've seen a little bit of pollen. And then inside, I'd want to see if they have multiple kinds of resources like nectar or honey and pollen, bee bread.
Yep.
Stages of brood.
Okay.
And then just the overall population inside.
Yeah, yeah. Let's talk about population. If you judge population, how will you judge the population? Adult bees only?
I mostly look, and I try not to smoke too much so that for my initial look, I like to peek real quick and see how many frames that I feel like both sides are kind of covered with bees.
Okay, good.
And so that's my initial.
Yeah.
And then right behind that is looking at how much brood I have, because I feel like that's my next stage of population coming.
That's really good thinking. To me, I think we need a balance of both, because without adult populations, they can't take care of younger brood developing, right? But at the same time, we want to look and see how many frames of, like this hive here, if I see a lot of frames of capped over brood, but population low, I'm okay with that, because capped over pupae don't need any attention. If it's cooler, they need kept warm, but it's so hot now they're cooling the hive. So we don't have to worry about capped over. But if they have not many bees and a whole bunch of larvae, the best thing to do then would be to feed them, because they probably don't have enough incoming resources. If they're low on population, they can't feed developing larvae. Would
you want to maybe pull some capped brood over to them from Superman hive?
We talked about that earlier. You could. That's not a bad idea.
Maybe.
Yeah, but in my case, Superman hive is a bear to get into. And so I'm not crazy about opening it up.
I can understand that.
They are so nice to work, but I didn't show this on camera. But I did a mite test and I got 0 mites out of 300 bees. I was going to show them how to take a cup and pull it backward on the frame and bees tumble in the cup. And as soon as I did that, they lit me up. I was just wearing a hat and a veil, no glove or anything. I must have got 20 stings before I made it back in the building. That's the only thing that made them mad. Nothing else. I could work them, move frames around, but when I drug that cup back, I've done that so many times and bees don't care. That hive cared.
Okay.
Yeah. So sometimes you make decisions based on what do I want to put up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
It may not be worth it. Yeah. All right, well, let's open it up and see. I'll give all the tools to you. Isn't that something? I'm so glad they don't blow off. They stick really well.
These are great lids.
When Patrick and I film on cooler days, one time I tried to do what you did and it gave way and I think it flew over the top of his head. It just went boom and it was gone. It was funny. Oh man, that thing came off in a hurry. So now being a southern girl, we got to look for small hive beetle. Beetles are worse in the south, you know.
Boy, we've had a lot this year, I feel like.
And you're trapping them with traps or?
Yeah, I have some oil traps. I've tried the Swiffer sheets. I didn't feel like those
I didn't either.
did that great for me.
A lot of them were just stuck and I had to kill them anyway, you know. Look
Where
at you
else?
go. Wow.
I think I got 3 or 4 that time.
Oh, that's, you know, they multiply so fast too. If you can get 3 or 4, you're eliminating hundreds, if not thousands in a month when they start laying eggs.
Yeah.
All right. So all these frames were put new on June the 25th and I'm blocking the entrance, it looks like. Oh, excuse me.
All right, so we're just going to see, our goal is to see why.
Yeah, is it really weaker or is it normal and that other one just got our thinking skewed? Look at that drone. He's like getting out of there, man. He was going out on a date. Somebody told him where the DCAs are. Starting to draw a little comb out there. It looks new. Please take a moment and subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. You'll be notified next time I make another video. Let's get back into this hive. A lot of people ask me, why did you make some of your hives face that wall and others not face the wall? And for the life of me, I can't come up with an answer. I don't know. Sometimes I just do things because I did them. So see, that's all nectar, but they could be using it to feed brood. Wow, they're really capping this over on the top, aren't they?
Look at that.
See, this is an ideal hive to go through winter with because they have a lot of food stored above the brood area. Another heavy box to move around, though.
Look at that. Gosh, those cappings are beautiful.
They're so pure and
they're so white.
The wax is so new, isn't it?
So clean.
I know. It's a good look.
Get my feet out from underneath there.
Let's smoke them again to keep them calmed down. They're doing good. Yeah. It's an older comb in the middle. Maybe I put that on there back in the day to kind of get brood to start. Maybe I gave them a frame of brood from down below.
I see some drone brood. I'm not sure what I'm seeing. This is the exciting part.
Oh, it is. It's a mystery.
I love.
Yeah.
Come on. Wiggle.
Let me show you something before you pull it up.
Should I
No.
J-hook like that? Oh.
Do you see that?
Yep.
So that means that this is a weak point in the hive. So it's fine to leave it that way, but notice things like that. So when you pull it, you don't want to just pull on this bar. You want to kind of get a hold of that.
The sides.
Yeah.
Yep, because it's...
And they're hard to fix. If you just hammer it with a frame, it may not come back down. Oh, that's cute. A little patch of drone brood this time of the year. And look at all the pollen down here and some bee bread because it's got liquid mixed with it. This hive is, when a hive has drones, it means they're very healthy. When they're raising drones, they can raise them because it's a healthy hive.
Like they have excess.
Yeah, it just means that, they don't care if drones eat some of their food. So they're comfortable raising drones. This time of the year, they're still raising drones. That's incredible. Some might say, well, maybe you have a drone layer. Uh-oh, maybe we do. Well, that's why we're here. Let's smoke again. Okay. This is their runway right here. Runway 28 left. Coming right in around the corner. And they're like, David's in my way. They're going after stuff. That's amazing. Usually we're kind of winding down the dearth, but they're still active. Because here's evidence of the nectar right here. It's still so liquidy that when you turn the frame to look at it, some of the nectar dripped out. So that's fresh nectar, 80% liquid or around that. Oh my goodness, I love the brood pattern.
Wow.
So instantly, I'm comfortable this hive has no problems. They may have. Maybe they swarmed, maybe they had a little hiccup. Business is going to carry on in the future beautifully. That's about, so this whole deep holds on this side 3,500 cells. And so you have to minus that out. Patrick, you're good at numbers. Maybe you are, Judy. Well, how many cells would that be if this is all 3,500?
15 to 2,000.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe half.
Yeah. What's it on your side? What's it look like? More brood? Okay. Yeah. Not really, just all honey there. So it'll be interesting on the next frame what we see. I bet we're going to either hopefully see more brood up here.
You are. I got a sneak peek already.
Oh, did you really? Well, good for you. Yeah.
We are going to see a little more brood.
Yeah. Wow. Same thing.
Beautiful.
Another 2,000 bees in the future coming on down the pike. They're not quite winter bees of winter physiology yet. It's a little too early to get that. So those bees that are emerged there, they'll still be dead by Christmas. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Man, that's what a rainbow look. Not
Gorgeous.
much protein. Usually they put a bead of protein.
There's a little right there. Not
a little
much.
bit. Yeah, yeah. So we're having to think about protein now. That's what comes to my mind. We did see a frame of pollen that was on that drone frame, though. So that's good. Well, I'm glad to hear you're working on your master beekeeping certification.
It's really
You've got
fun.
a lot of great techniques, and I can tell you're a real good critical thinker, too.
Thank you.
Yep. Same thing.
Oh, there's a little drone.
Yeah.
I don't think they like it, but I do like to touch the little drones. They kind of vibrate when you touch them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They probably don't like that, but
Wow.
that side's beautiful. Some really young larvae on that one
Oh, and
side.
pollen, too. I'm glad to see that. Yeah, there is young larvae right over here, Patrick, on this edge. Yeah. Wow. They really... the brood nest area has expanded from the bottom into the top. It's like a circle. So right below that would be probably the completion of that half circle.
Are you surprised there's this much
Yeah.
in the top
I am.
of brood?
I'm surprised there's any brood. To me, it looked like they were waning in population, so I was concerned, you know. But the future is bright for them with that many bees. We've seen, what, 3 frames now? 2, 4, 6. So at least 6,000 to 8,000 bees that will be emerging soon. Yeah, at least 8,000 now.
Oh,
And
look at
then
those
we
are-
have a good balance of eggs and larvae too.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Look at all those eggs. You see them right in there?
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
So when you see the eggs, that means a queen could be nearby. If they're sticking straight up, they were laid within the last, 12 hours.
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad you can see eggs. A lot of people have trouble seeing eggs. So
Sometimes I can't, but
there are people watching this video right now, and when you said, look at all those eggs, they're like, how did she see them? What are you using? You're not even wearing glasses.
I'm not today, but that black foundation really helps me.
You must be nearsighted.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That black foundation helps me so much.
It does. I really like black foundation. And the larvae is pearly white. European foul brood, it would be yellow,
Beautiful.
discolored, gray, twisted. European foul brood is bad. American foul brood is worse. But I don't see any of that. Haven't seen that in any of my hives this year. Is that brood too? Oh, pollen finally. Well, that's good. And they're feeding on it. Look at that. That's cool. Very good.
Yeah, I keep thinking the queen's not far away, but
She might be down to the bottom, huh?
boy, it's hard to get enough when you get to see such pretty, these are pretty frames.
Well, yeah, we redid a bunch of frames and foundation this year. So I had so many that were like that one that were just, they were aged out. The comb was. It was time. Bees do better for me if I can get a little newer foundation in there. About every 3 years, if I can replace it, they do better. That's got to be heavy, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at all that pollen.
Look at the pollen. Look at this, Patrick. So we wonder, I said, oh, do they have the protein? Do they have the nutrition? Like, here's the carbohydrates. So this is your fruits, like oranges, apples, citric. And here's all the meat, beans down here, proteins, salmon. Wonderful. People think bees eat sugar. No, they eat what we eat. Carbohydrates and protein. That's the same diet that we have right there. You have your fruit, maybe some vegetables up here, and then you have your beans, your meats, your salmon down here. Wow. I love this. I can't get enough of bees.
Oh, look at the stores of pollen on that side.
Yeah, same on that side.
Look at that one with her legs just packed.
Yeah, loaded.
So what would they be bringing in
It
for you at
looks
this
like,
time?
we have a lot of ragweed, a lot of nettle. We have a lot of grass pollen. These things right here, in the morning, they're packed with different pollen on them.
Buckhorn, ain't it?
Yeah,
That's what we
I've
call
heard it called that. Yeah, we have pollen warnings right now that pollen is in very high right now. Can't remember the other one, what it's called. So what I would do in this case, you want to put that one back here, right?
I was going to.
Yeah. I would move everything all at one lump sum.
All right.
Yeah, it just makes it so much easier. Yeah, there you go. You want to do a little bit at a time or else the frame may fall through, fall down. See, that it speeds it up and it just makes it keeps all these tight so no bees are going to walk in the middle there and get squished.
Squishing.
Yeah, less collateral damage. Wasn't that easier? Wasn't that nice?
Yeah. Get out of there.
I know. It's like,
Come on.
well, I want you to smoke her out of there. Oh, she's out now. Yeah, but
Get
smoking.
out of there.
I'm glad you noticed that.
Let's tell everybody, get on down.
Yeah. So one of the things I keep telling people that you may not know this either, Judy, but see how these two, Patrick, if you want to get a close-up, these two meet together and they're flat?
Yep.
They weren't always that way. In the early years of beekeeping, when I started up until 5-6 years ago, one of these pieces came to a point and the other one was flat.
Oh.
So that was to keep bees from getting smashed in between these.
Oh, the one would kind of
Yes, barely
encourage
touch
them
the
to
other
get
one.
out.
But now, because of productivity and how fast it is just to make them like that, we lost that, and I hate it. But somebody on my channel told me that there's still a company that puts that arrow on one of them.
I feel like I'm all the way against the wall here, and I'm going to have a lot of room here. Should I bring them back just a tiny bit?
Sure, yeah, balance them out, yeah. All right, so now the question is, Judy, do we need to go down and look at the bottom deep? If not, why not? If so, why?
I think for me, it would be just out of curiosity's sake to see what's down there, just enjoying the day and just want to work bees.
Yep.
I think you can say you have good resources and you have good amount of brood coming. Your queen's doing a great job.
Yep.
I think they're really nice bees. If I could put them on Southwest Airlines and take them to Texas, they're very nice.
Yeah.
But I think I wouldn't
Yeah.
disturb them if I didn't need to for some
I'm
other
leaning
reason.
exactly toward you. I saw so much good brood, pollen, honey. We saw eggs, and you saw tons of eggs. So
Yes.
we know the queen's there. What more can we gain except what you said, just curious,
Yeah.
of what it looks like. Yep. So we're done with this one. So the entrance was very misleading. The Superman hive over here gave us a distorted view of what a hive should look like. This one is not plastered with bees on the front. And we thought, oh, maybe the one next to it isn't doing well.
But they clearly have foragers,
they
or
have-
they wouldn't have the...
That's right. And they have a lot of adult bees walking around and taking care of their bees. Yep. Perfect. Yep.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Now, will you leave their entrances all the way? Do you leave them all the way open most of the time? Or?
In an ideal world, I would like to wrap these with bat insulation, and I use my winter bee kind where they go in and out really high up here in the winter time.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't always go through the winter like that with all of them, but that's my ideal. So that way you don't get mice in here, and way up here, the cluster is high in the hive anyway, and they can take a little potty break and fly back in. Wow, Judy, this has been one of the funnest days I've had with somebody else in the beehive.
Thank you.
You
been a
were
pleasure.
awesome.
Thank you.
I really liked how quickly you learned and picked up on things, and you have a really good mind for bees, a good critical thinking. When I posed questions to you, you had good solutions.
Thank you.
Amazing. Now, why shouldn't somebody stand in front of a hive like I'm doing?
You're blocking traffic.
There you go. So if you want to watch another video where I actually put this extra deep on and combining the hives, follow me over here. I'll see you guys over there.